What's going on, y'all? A little bit of a later video today. I was exhausted today, so I had a bit of a nap and just finished the gym now. Anyways, been kind of a strange start to my week, and I just wanted to kind of talk a bit about some of these posts that we see on Instagram once in a while that are all about, just be happy. Life is good, smile, or enjoy life, and a lot of positivity in these kind of memes that we're seeing lately. This is all good. I'm a big advocate of this mindset as well, but I just want to quickly talk or speak on behalf of the other side of the coin, or the other 50% of people, or percentage of people who may not be in a position where they can necessarily just have this mindset. And this can come anytime from someone who is dealing with issues financially. For anyone of you on here watching this who has ever been in a position where you are financially unstable, or in a very tough situation, if you're trying to feed your family or something, when you see these posts, you just think bullshit. And when you're in that mindset, it's very difficult to just put that stuff behind you and not focus on it. Or same if your health isn't right, to just see all these posts, and it means nothing when you're in a position, when you're kind of a bit down. Switching that mindset is very difficult. And if you haven't been working on a strong mindset to begin with, it's very difficult to just switch that on. And that's one of the big reasons why I do what I do, practicing becoming mentally stronger in the mornings and in the evenings, because over time, when you do find yourself in that situation, it's going to make a huge difference or a huge impact on you. Now, the point of the video is, and the reason I'm talking about these things is because I've, got hit with a few things this week already, and it's been a pretty shitty week. I'm not going to get into details, but I'm sure if I were to tell you, you'd be like, that's pretty shitty. But besides the fact, everyone goes through stuff all the time. And the point of the video is that if you're one of these people who are posting, including myself once in a while, these types of positive memes and stuff on Instagram, well, I hope that you are practicing what you preach, not just posting this and then rolling over to the other side of the bed and just being miserable to people, or not having that mindset. But also that if you are one of these people who have the advantage over others, where that this is a mindset that you should have, use that advantage to helping others, because you may be surrounding yourself with people who may think a lot like yourself, but there's a lot of people out there who really don't think this way. And these type of people, and I've been reading a lot about and I'm sure you've heard this before, where when someone acts out, or if they're not in a good position, and this could go back to like the financial problem or the health problem, it's very rarely about these people acting out. It's never about the subject that they're acting out to. It's always a personal problem that they don't know how to talk about, or they don't actually more likely have someone to talk about the problem with. So the only way that they can express it is by letting it out, is by snapping at other people. And I've really come to believe how actually true this statement really is. To the point where if someone is kind of acting out, this is truly an exact mirror image of the way the person is feeling. If someone is in a bad place, it's very difficult for them to just turn, for them to see one of those memes and then just flip their mindset and be positive. It's they're in a tough position, and it's never about you. If you're getting snapped on and you're the kind of person, who are posting these types of things and are aware about this mindset, it's more important now than ever with the amount of stress that people tend to deal with. that you let them blow off their steam. It's never that they're truly snapping on you. It's that they're trying to let out some steam that they're dealing with, and they're not doing it the right way. Sure, I'm not saying it's the right way, but it's never about them snapping on you. It's all about exactly how they're feeling on the inside. So if someone's treating someone shitty, the shittier that they're treating people, the shittier that they feel inside. And you know, anyone out there who treats people like shit, you know firsthand that this is totally true, because you're just in a shitty place yourself. And we've all been in positions where we've been down and out in very tough situations, and you can probably relate to this as well. I'm not saying it's everyone, I'm not saying it's all the time, but definitely your patience can be shorter with people than it usually is. And I'm sure that everyone's found themselves in a situation with their kids or with someone where they just snapped, and you know, it's not even who you are, it's just directly based on who you are, or what you're going through, I should say, at that time. So I just think it's just kind of crazy how actually true that statement really is, where we really are just, anything that we put out towards other people is a direct mirror image of the person that we are at that time. So if someone's acting out to you like this way, that's when these people need it more than ever. And I've talked about this before, for you to not snap back, and even if they're in the wrong, to give them that space, because they, you know, no one who's truly happy would ever want to act that way. So giving these people that space, and yeah, that's just kind of, it's been a kind of a cool realization that I've come across recently. I've talked about this in the past, and we all know it's true, but just how true it really is in terms of when you find yourself in a tough spot, you might find yourself acting this way. And if, you know, putting yourself in a position where you don't is obviously beneficial, but for us who are on here with the stronger mindsets and the perspective of how this is kind of how it works, looking out for these people, because we run into them every day, who are short with other people, and just understanding really where they're coming from and offering that you know, empathy and that response to help them, as opposed to just thinking they're kind of a shitty person. So anyways, just wanted to share that with you guys. Have a good night. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.